The attorney representing Casey Goodson Jr. and his family is speaking with us soon after the county released the preliminary autopsy report. My co-anchor Carrie Charles joins us again from downtown Columbus. And what is he saying about what the coroner had to say? Again, this is all preliminary.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he says this is far from over for sure. The coroner released the preliminary cause of death regarding Goodson, multiple gunshot wounds to the torso, his manner of death, homicide. As mentioned, I spoke with the family's attorney about these findings.
You know, the family was appreciative to, learn a little bit about what happened because there have been so few answers to this point, but Dr. Ortiz was not there. So what we know is that it was a homicide, which we knew, that he was shot in his torso walking in his home, which we knew. His grandmother called 911 and said that her grandson had been shot in the back. And so that was confirmed for us that, he was shot walking into his home.
NBC4 reached out to the Columbus Police Department today. Remember, the department is handling a portion of this investigation. We asked if anyone would be available to speak on camera today. Told no one was available. Should also mention to you tonight, Attorney Walton says he wants the body released and he plans to have a private medical examination take place. Colleen.
From the preliminary report from the coroner that she said there were multiple gunshots to the torso, but there was no distinction, was there, whether that was the chest or the back?
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And we had a conversation about this, Colleen, with your legal background and journalism experience, that this could mean many things. And the attorney today, Attorney Walton, also talked about that. Being any area of the midsection doesn't necessarily mean the front, doesn't mean the back. So has a lot of questions about that. Yeah,
it could also be the side. It could really be in all directions. So they're going to do a private examination. We know that they're talking about this seeking justice. We know the grandmother was apparently a witness, at least, to him coming into the house with gunshot wounds. Do we know if the deputy outside had a uniform on or identified himself as a deputy? Has any of that come from the family's side of all of this?
Well, not just yet. There's still a lot to be seen and a lot to be heard. But remember, the family continues to say that the deputy involved in this was the only one out there at that point where this took place. So they have a lot of questions. They also want to know how Goodson became the focal point of a task force that was out here focused on someone else. They have a lot of questions, and again, they want some answers.
And you're going to have more for this, obviously, tonight at 11. I understand you're going to have much more from the mother's end of this conversation. Did she say anything that surprised you? She seemed to be obviously hurting from all of this.
You know, Colleen, we've heard this story multiple times. Same script, different cast almost. She made some of the same comments that we heard from other mothers throughout the country who've experienced the same kind of pain. She continued to push the thing here is that she's talking because she wants to see justice served. You heard her say earlier in the newscast that she is being a voice for her son who can't use his voice.